Hey everyone, it's Sharon Ross with a marketing technology coach, and oh good, the picture did come up. I'm going to share in a minute. So today I do have a few things I want to cover off. And happy Friday, everybody. This is day 11 of my published challenge within the One Funnel Away challenge. You can see stuff behind me. Look at that. But I wanted to cover off a couple of things to wrap up the week. I will be online on the weekend, but at a different time. Right now, my intention, and I've been fairly consistent about getting on during the week at 5:15 after work, of course, and then on the weekends I'm gonna looking about 10:15 in the morning Eastern times. We'll see how it plays out. But okay, let's dive into multiple things to cover off today. First, StreamYard. I've been playing with the overlay. Is around the edges here. Still working out my left to right because it's a mirror image. So around the edges here, and then of course, oh, look at that banner. Let me change that. It's just a click of a button, and I'll change to my beginning of be a flamingo in a flock of pigeons. But I can also then, if I take that off, I should be able to put my name back on. Where did it go? Let me go back to the banners and see if there it is. And then the branding part is at the bottom here. Yeah, there we go. So I'm playing around with the branding and the different colors, and this is an overlay on the sides here. Wanted to play around with that, as well as the toggle between the different banners, turning them on and off. So I'm having a whole lot of fun playing with the technology. All right, so next item. Oh, let's stay on StreamYard. Just got an email. Super excited about it. I'm going to try it over the weekend, which is going live through StreamYard on mobile. Up until recently, that was not an option. They've released the beta version of it, or an early version. I'm not quite sure. But going to be playing with that over the weekend. Didn't have enough time between reading the email and coming online here to really play around with it. But never fear, I shall try it out and see how it works. I'm super excited about it. They did say this is being able to do it mobile was their most asked for feature. Not a surprise to me. I know if a lot of people are like me, I'm on mobile probably as much, if not more, than I am going from my desktop. So it's pretty exciting to have that feature. Let's go into I was doing this right before I jumped on, squeezing in a few minutes here and there because editing a book is not fun for me. I've gone through several iterations getting my niche market book ready for publication. I had the ebook version. I'm pretty happy with that, but I wanted to be able to do the self-publish. If people are like me and they want a paper copy, they can get that on Amazon. So I did have a couple of proofs sent to me, and then I showed it to a couple of people in my life, a friend and my daughter. And the very first thing they said was that the print was so small. And on regular typing out Word documents, I like Times New Roman 10 point. But when you put it in a book, they said, yeah, it's really small. So I'm going through the book one more time and changing the fonts so they're larger fonts. It'll probably change the number of pages I have. That's okay. And I also, when I printed it off, I had a copy made. I didn't really like the yellow 5-ish pages. I've got to check because I think you can select the different page colors in addition to having it, whether it's going to be a glossy or a matte finish on the cover. And I think I want a brighter white for the book, inside pages. And then the last thing I want to cover off today is what I told you about earlier this week, which was trying to find a graphic artist that I will want to add to the team. I kind of threw it out there on Fiverr, tried a couple of different people, got a couple of different results, and I want to share that with you. So let me go ahead and screen share. And we'll start with this one. So this particular vendor on Fiverr had a package of 5 posts, and I didn't give this person much direction other than here's my current Facebook page, here's the banner for that, and here's the phrase that I want in these posts. And going back to proofing, when I initially wrote the statement, I was like, yeah, I like that. But then I said it out loud, and I'm going, it's not proper English. So really it should say the path to success is fail, 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 succeed, not fail, 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 success. But that's okay. This was an experiment. I wanted to see what they would come up with giving them almost no direction. So this is one of the ones that this person came up with. And then there's another one. This was kind of cool because it did match the vibe of the banner, and I'll show that in a minute. This one I really liked. I was like, oh, this is really cool. But then I can't use it because I'm now like, no, it should say succeed. But I could use it as an example of imperfect action. But then I also went into Canva. Now I didn't get the right font. I couldn't find the exact font that this person had used, but I got one that looks pretty okay. So I can now use this one because it has succeed. I'll probably post it. I don't know. I'll see. This one, it's a little too bummy for me. It's like, oh, she's so depressed. It's like, no, I want something a little more uplifting. So I don't think I'd ever use this one. This one's pretty cool. It's got that vibe to it. I'm going, okay, this person gets my vibe that I'm looking to have right now. That I like it. The only thing I didn't like is the word success. Was so small. I would have want the one here much bigger. Maybe this first one a little bit smaller, but that's okay. I didn't ask to have updates. I just purely wanted to see what they would come up with. This, of course, is my current Facebook cover, and this is what I gave them for those ones before this as the creative directive. So this, again, is the first one that I came up with, and you could see the idea that I was trying to go for was it's not an either or. I still like this one. But I'm going to put it up on Facebook and have people vote. But I wanted to give you guys a preview of what it is, but you'll see them up on Facebook in the very near future. And then this is my start, fail, 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 success. Again, I had to go in and change it. Succeed is the better word. Now this is a different vendor, and I gave them the first quote, which was the myth of the path to success is that it is failure or success. And this is what the person came up with. Perfectly acceptable. And then now this was the first one that I received. And now relative to the other ones, I'm going, yeah, not my vibe. To be fair to the vendor, I did not give them any sort of direction. It was, here's the quote. What are you going to come up with? So, and that is the update. Go back here. That's the update on where we landed with the graphic artist. So I learned a couple of things by doing this. So I'm like super stoked that I did it. One, the time, have to pay attention to the timing, because the one person, the one with the 5, it was a 2-day turnaround. It's like, okay, I really didn't pay that close of attention, and I did vibe off of what they had already created for within their portfolio. The next thing is the other 2 I should have given more direction to, or additional direction. I need to get better at putting out there in the order what I'm really looking for. I need to be clearer on what I'm looking for. And the other 2, they came back, quick turnaround. All of these were in a relatively fine price point, ranging from $5 to $15 for the order. I think the one with the 5 in it had was a $10 order, and then there's a service fee that Fiverr puts on it of $2. So it actually cost me $7, $12, and $17. The one that was $12, I'll probably use them again and give them more sayings. So, that was the one that took 2 days, but it was a cohesive package that they came back. And it's like, that would be really cool. Now, this person sits in the Philippines, so the $10 for the 5 pieces was awesome for me. Hopefully it was awesome for them. I thought the experience was really good, and I'm glad I did this experiment, because to figure out what I like, what I don't like, what I need to do, what I need to improve on. So it was very well worth my time. Well, with that, I think I'm going to close out for today. Remember, imperfect action is better than no action. So get out there and create something. Leave some comments here. Let me know what you're working on. Would love to start a dialogue. And with that, have a good one.